movement to look at. And that essentially is how a time lapse works. So now from here, you just export this video file out. That's as easy as doing Control M and saying export as a video and save it to your hard drive, and boom, Bob's your uncle, and you're done and good to go. All right, so I'm gonna show it to you one more time on a larger screen so you can get a look at this here. So we'll just hit play, and that is a time lapse while you're sheltering in place, doing some shelter in place photography. Cool. All right. Okay, folks, so that is it for this week's episode of Hands-On Photography. I appreciate you all joining me this week and being patient with me as we battle through home studio background noise and stuff like that. It really does mean a lot that you all continue to stick with us and download the show each and every Thursday. Again, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe now. And also, when you're subscribing, see if your app offers a rating or a comment section, and just leave us a rating and leave us a comment. All of that information really does help out the show, and it does help push us up in the ratings so other people can find out more about hands-on photography and join in and be a part of the hands-on photography community. Speaking of community, make sure you join our online forums. That's twit.community on your browser. You can check out all of our shows there and check out the conversations between us as the host, Mr. Laporte, and all of the other community members. It's not always just talking about the shows or just talking about tech. Sometimes it's just fun, witty, funny conversation happening over there. So that's twit.community if you'd like to check out our online forums. All right. Follow me on Instagram at ant_Pruitt, and you can follow Twit on Instagram as well. And if you'd like to send over some images for critiques or just have some questions about photography or post-processing or anything like that, shoot me an email, hop@twit.tv. I am still trying to answer as many emails as I possibly can. It's been great seeing people send over their images and get critiques and things like that, or just, offer up their support. I really do appreciate that. It means a lot. As a matter of fact, a future show coming up is going to be strictly about your feedback. So if you have some questions or you have some critiques that you'd like to see, shoot the email on over to us. I look forward to seeing it. All right, that's going to do it for me this week. Check us out each and every Thursday here on the network, twit.tv. And make sure you subscribe and make sure you share with everybody else that may be interested. And in the meantime, get on out there and safely create and dominate. And I'll catch you all next time. Thanks very much, folks. And also, thank you too, Mr. Victor, for making me look good. We'll see you.
Hey, I'm Jason Howell, host of Hands on Android, a techie look at how to customize your Android device, as well as take a look underneath the hood and see what's really going on down there. You can subscribe by going to twit.tv/HOA, or you can find Hands on Android in your podcatcher of choice.
Look, we went ahead and trained your brain. Now it's time to zone out.
I'm going to show you a mystery you can solve with your camera.
Before I show you how to quickly and easily, but secretly, browse the web.
It's time for iOS Today. iOS Today is brought to you from Twit's LastPass Studios. You're focused on security, but are your employees? LastPass can ensure they are by making access and authentication seamless, whether they're working in the office or remotely. Visit lastpass.com/twit to learn more.
Podcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
This episode of iOS Today is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Protect your online privacy with one click. It's that easy. For 3 extra months free with a 1-year package, go to expressvpn.com/iOS Today. Hey, everybody. Welcome to iOS Today. I'm Leo Laporte.
Why, Micah Sargent.
And we're here to tell you all about the latest from iOS. That would be your iPad, your iPhone. By the way, I have an iPhone regular size and an iPhone mini, your Apple Watch, your Apple TV. Is there anything we've left out? Your home hub. And when we someday get back in studio, I feel so bad because, Micah, you put so much effort into creating CarPlay, a special CarPlay console.
And now we don't.
And we don't really get to use it because we're not in the studio. Well, I'm in the studio.
And we don't drive. Well, you do.
Mike is in his studio. But we are separated by the
you gotta keep them separated.
A gulf of many miles, many years.
Despite those separations, we maintain our enthusiasm.
Thank
I
you.
don't know.
Thank you. So last week we showed people how to really keep their brain humming during quarantine because you don't want
humming
COVID brain, which I have, by the way. I now officially have COVID brain.
You have self-diagnosed, yes.
I woke up in the middle of the night trying to remember something. I can't remember things anymore. I think that there's just something going on where you just...
I was just going to say, for me, my COVID brain, it's not so much about memory. I have not slept well because I keep waking up in the middle of the night in moments of panic. For some reason, I just wake up in the middle of the night and I go, something's wrong.
It's all related.
And I just feel, it's awful.
That's why I have COVID brain. Yeah. It's just, we're all kind of, what's weird for you and me, our lives have not changed super dramatically. I think that's fair to say. I mean, we're the fortunate ones who are still working and, even though we have to stay at home, I never went out. So I don't know. It's probably a little different for you. But nevertheless, I think that as a nation, really, I don't think it's national anymore. As a globe.
Yes, it is global.
We're all going through this sense of grief and loss. I mean, so I think it's natural. So be nice to each other. Be nice to yourself. Be nice to each other
and be nice to yourself. And that's what we're going to do today.
Zone
with
out.
Some apps to zone out.
These are apps that will take your normal sinus rhythm of your brain and heart and ooh.
Wait, hold on. That sounds like death. That sounds like death. We're not going to show you.
Not how to die, but it's relaxing.
Yes.
Ooh. Just that. Ooh.
That beep is not relaxing, Leo Laporte. You're giving me anxiety.
Okay, sorry. It's back. Dum, 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 dum,
yeah, exactly. Yes. My sinus rhythm is back.
So you start sinus rhythm.
All right. Okay. Well,
that's, by the way, the name of my punk band, Sinus Rhythm.
Sinus Rhythm.
That would be a good name for a band.
I've got rhythm, I've got music, I've got my gal who could ask for anything more. I'm going to start with an app called Dots because it is
perfect.
It is perfect. It is
perfect.
An old app of fun and fondness that many of you may remember.
I love this game.
So there are multiple versions of Dots these days, but I personally like the endless version for going ahead and zoning out.
Because then there's no pressure.
There's no pressure. There's no timer. There's none of that. But the point is simply to make connections, colorful connections. Aww. And by making connections, you will at some point create, do you see a square of purple? And when you make the square, it goes ahead and removes all of that color within the puzzle.
But you get more points for connecting more dots.
Correct. And so there are some times where you will make a line and it will just go all the way across the screen. And another thing that unfortunately I cannot show you is kind of a lovely, in my opinion, sound that works with it. So it sort of goes higher and higher in pitch as you make connections.
I love it. I love it. Yep.
And I mean, this is all that there is to it. The thing like with zoning out for me, I kind of want something that feels a little mindless and is something where I could be having a conversation while I am playing this game, while I am doing this mindless task. This sort of takes the high energy parts of my brain that sort of jump around and get all anxious about stuff, and focuses that part onto this so that the other tasks that I'm doing or whatever I happen to be, conversing or what have you, are much easier to do. Let me go back.
John, can you put on the Apple TV just so we can I can make the sound for you?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And until then, you can just, do some Foley if you want to. So here's some challenges as well. Well, let me do that. That's with other people. I'll do moves. So what you have to do is you have 30 moves to connect as many dots as you can. So what can I do in 30 moves? So if you want to add a little bit of a challenge to it, then you can do so. That probably wasn't my best move. But what I'm trying to do is get some purples. Aha, there we go. Together. And you can see now I'm starting to make some progress here. I can connect these reds. There's quite a few reds and some greens.